Okay, Breeze Severo maybe? They got a relatively new coach as well.
Yeah.
Second season. Interesting.
Associate AD, I'm here as your game manager. I'll be around.
You'll be around?
I'll probably be over there, but I'm sure I'll keep my eye on things.
Thanks, son. I appreciate it.
So the playoffs started like a week and a half ago. That's not like the last game.
A little bit now the other weekend. Yeah, Tony does that. They go through the 18 conference play.
Okay.
So they used to do regionals prior to Thanksgiving.
Huh.
But now it's after.
That's after.
I know they just did the regional rankings. I don't know either of your seniors.
It's
It's pretty cool. I did a Halloween game by myself, so like, I'm doing a little play-by-play.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's hard. I've done that a couple times here, and I was like, oh man,
Yeah. I think the key was like not to talk like too much or even from the
Yeah. Are you doing next Tuesday, or is that
I think that might be next. I think I'm doing tomorrow.
Okay, I'm here tomorrow.
I think I'm doing tomorrow with like the 14th or something.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if Tampa gets a home game for the playoffs. Probably not.
Nope. The number one seed always hosts, which every year, I went to Eckerd, all 4 years it was at Tampa.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, it's just always like you can plan. Like you knew it was going to be a Tampa. They're not even in the top 10 of regional rankings right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's the
It seems like they always got some hot start. It's kind of like
On November the 11th, Sam got my deal on November the 11th. Upgrade your phone or not. Activate a new line through Sam with the iPhone or AT&T. It's a $250 gift card for every line that you activate, and it's buy one get one free on the iPhone. I'm like, hell yeah. And you can do it on the next plan, like pay per month. Yeah. Because I have 4 new ones. The friends are now, Mom, we should have fun.
Well, I went to dentist when the guy was like, I have to tell you this. 2 days the iPhone X comes out. I really want to get the iPhone. Do I have to worry about it?
You see that USF college football loss to Houston? Oh, 4th and 25.
I was watching it.
Jump ball.
$9 a month.
I mean, just a jump ball, and then they go, run out of the You say like barely play it.
No, there's free schedule is like
America's ball.
oh my god.
So I get
I mean, they play usually after Thanksgiving.
It's one of the worst Christmas schedules the Power 5, but then the American and they have one of the worst.
so bad.
Yeah, it's hard to really gauge Tars is a nickname. I like it though.
Tars,
The
yeah.
Tars. We just had the mocks for the summer, which was pretty cool. And the Tars, alright.
Nothing to do with like a sailor.
Okay. I mean, I heard the Tar Heels.
Yeah, no, it's like
Something different.
aquatic. Yeah, it's like
I like it. The matchup on paper was pretty even though. Tampa might have a slight advantage.
yeah, it's really just offense and defense kind of. Like
Right.
Rollins is better defensively, Tampa is better offensively. Rollins won last time.
I don't drop on a break it.
Bethany. All right, there we go. Not Mary Beth.
Yeah, that's McDonough.
McDonough, right? Yeah.
But yeah,
Christina McAlpin, yeah.
Seda. Look at that membership. I don't know if you've ever mentioned, but the head coach is Micah.
Micah, yeah.
for them is injured. She's in a boot. That's crazy.
So I guess we don't need Severo.
No. Wow, she's their top point scorer.
Senior.
That ain't no good.
All right.
Yeah, she's number 1 in their team in kills, so that's not going to be good.
All right. Welcome to the Martinez Athletic Center. I'm Connor Moore alongside Kelly Sarency. Thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. We got a good one for you tonight, folks, between the Rollins Tars and your Tampa Spartans. Kelly, what do you like to see in this primetime matchup?
Yeah, Connor, this should be a great matchup between Tampa, who is notoriously strong offensively, and the Rollins College Tars, which is stronger defensively on the defensive side of the ball. So we should see a nice battle here, maybe a lot of back and forth volleyball tonight.
Absolutely. As we prepare to get started, both teams are in their huddles. Got a nice crowd on deck here at the Martinez Athletic Center. Both teams trying to strengthen their resume in Sunshine State Conference play. Now, Kelly, before we start, we see that number 2, Bree Severo, is in a walking boot for the Tars. How much of an impact do you think that's going to have for this Rollins unit?
Yeah, that's going to be a massive blow for this Rollins team. Severo's leading the team in kills per set right now with 3.82. So if you subtract that from the Rollins offense, which has struggled to get going here a little bit throughout this season, that's going to be a major setback for this group of girls and this team.
Absolutely. We're ready for ball. We'll start it off. Number 3, Shannon McDonough to serve for the Tars. And we're underway with the first set here at the Martinez Athletic Center. Here come the Tars with their attack. Tampa gets the point on the miscue. 1-0 Spartans. Here's Sammy Mueller to serve for Tampa. Big time serve by Mueller there. Emphatic. Madison Jenkins for the Tars, evening it up at 1 apiece. Rebecca Wilson to serve for Rollins. Here come the Spartans. Sora Houghton, big time play. Off the deflection. What did you see there, Kelly?
Yeah, Houghton just getting the high hands off the Rollins block. That's going to be something that she can use all night. She's a nice tall player, has a pretty good vertical, so she'll be able to do that a lot.
Here's Molly McElvaney to serve for the Spartans. So they hold a 2-1 lead here early in the first set. Tampa gets the point as Madison Jenkins was unable to keep it in play. McElvaney again for Tampa. Serve out of play. Point to the Tars. Here's Jamie Becker giving Madison Jenkins a rest. (3-2) Tampa lead. Jamie Becker serving. Didn't get there for the Tars. Point Tampa. And now we see Taylor Fossler for the Spartans. Caitlin Ajmani serving for the Spartans. Ajmani can't get it there. Some miscues early by both teams, Kelly.
A ton of service aces. It's one thing to be aggressive, and I know both of these head coaches preach that, but you know, there's some distant too. You got to be tough, but you got to be consistent, so they need to start making these serves in the court.
It seems like it's contagious for both teams. Here comes Nicole Dominguez. Point Tampa. Terrific play there by Dominguez, getting the point for the Spartans. Now serving Nyla Demps for the Spartans. (5-3) Tampa lead here in the first set. The Tars coming with the attack. There it is. Shannon McDonough narrowing the Tampa lead to 5-4.
McDonough statistically number 2 on the Rollins team in kills per set. So with the injury to Severo, I'd imagine that we'll see McDonough take a lot of swings tonight for this Tars offense.
Here come the Tars again with McDonough. She finds the room, tying it up 5 apiece.
It's interesting to note, Connor, so McDonough actually started in the back row for Rollins. They actually started in rotation 2, which put her right back, which actually put her furthest from the front row. So I wonder if Rollins wasn't going for a certain kind of matchup there, maybe to get McDonough on Tampa's small setter and Sammy Mueller. It's not often that you'd see a coach put their strongest attacker starting in the back row first. So I wonder if it was for one of those matchups there.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if the Tars continue with that. Here comes Sorrel Houghton. The violation, point Tampa. Both teams settling in as Nicole Dominguez prepares to serve for the Spartans. Here comes Rollins with McDonough again. And that's a working formula so far, Kelly. Shannon McDonough, very efficient early.
It'll be interesting to see if McDonough stays hot, if it forces Tampa to maybe go into their 6-2 offense, getting McDonough off of Sammy Mueller, who just is a little bit of a shorter player, doesn't have as big of a blocking presence, so they are just going to continuously go after that tonight.
Good ball movement on both sides. Here comes Sorrel Houghton. Delivers there for the Spartans. 8-6 Tampa lead. Here's Taylor Fossler getting ready to serve for the Spartans. Tight ball game so far. 8-6 here in the first set in favor of Tampa. Casey Reynolds hustles there, but Rollins gets the point. 8-7 Tampa lead. Shani McDonough serving for the Tars. Again, Kelly, we see another serve that didn't get there. Tampa will take it.
Yeah, ton of service errors for both teams. Again, it's one thing to be aggressive, but you've got to be consistent. So especially if your teammate has missed before you, or if you've already missed in this set, you've got to be consistent and keep those serves in the court.
Sammy Mueller, a powerful serve. Rollins D was unable to handle it. Sammy Mueller, Chris Kadnack's going to like that serve, Kelly. She'll look to execute again for the Spartans as they look to build on a 10-7 lead here in the first set. Here comes the Rollins attack. Nyla Demps lining it up, delivering for the Spartans. 11-7 Tampa lead. The Spartans are 5 for 8 early here in kill attempts. Very efficient to start. Point goes to Rollins there. 11-8 Tampa lead. Rebecca Wilson serving for the Tars. Here come the Spartans. Sorrel Houghton. Tar D there that time. And big time play for the Tars. That was Madison Jenkins.
Jenkins just found the seam of the block there. It was a pretty well executed block. The blocker's only left about the size of the ball, but Jenkins saw that, and that's exactly where she attacked to.
Spartans looking to rebound. Sorrel Houghton. Pretty hustle there by the Tars, keeping it alive. Houghton unable to keep it in play. Point to the Tars.
It's an aggressive swing by the freshman, but that's something you don't want to see too often. Tampa had a free ball opportunity there. That's not a situation you want to make an error.
Got a nail biter so far. 11-10 Spartan lead. Here's Nyla Demps lining it up. Rebecca Wilson is there. However, the Spartans get the point on the miscommunication. Molly McElvaney re-entering for the Spartans, getting ready to serve. Rollins lining up the attack. Time play, Ali Mishka for the Spartans. Big time spike there, Kelly.
Yeah, Mishka with the fast arm. She's had a couple of opportunities prior, but Sammy Mueller and Mishka haven't had the best connection yet. Sammy Mueller's been setting her a little bit low, but that one was a perfect connection, and Mishka with the fast arm. Here
come the Tars. Sammy Mueller, good defense for the Spartans. Tampa gets the point on the miscue. They take a 14-10 lead. Kelly, what do you think the Spartans need to do here to close out the first set?
Really just stay the course. Tampa's offense right now hitting a 3-12. Only one attacking error so far midway through the first set. Kind of keep doing what they're doing. They should be able to have some success in this opening set.
Elite defense there by Nyla Demps and Ali Mishka. 15-10 Spartans. Molly McElvaney serving for the Spartans. Rollins keeping it alive. Nyla Demps mistimed it. Point to the Tars. Jamie Becker re-entering for Rollins. Here comes the Spartan attack with Demps. Boom! Keeps it in play. Big time play, Nyla Demps for the Spartans. Caitlin Ajmani serving for Tampa. Here come Rollins. Point Tampa. 17-11 Spartans lead.
Fletcher with the right idea there. There's some holes in Tampa's defense down the line, but unable to keep that all inside the court.
Spartans will look to build on this lead here in the first set. Denied. Taylor Fossler. Excellent defense at the top of the net. That'll lead to a Micah Robinson timeout, 18-11 Tampa. An exciting first set, Kelly, to start. Tampa looking good. They need to close this one out. Welcome back to the Martinez Athletic Center. We'll resume the first set where Tampa holds an 18-11 lead over the Rollins Tars. Caitlin Ajmani will get ready to serve for the Spartans. Tampa looking to close out an important first set. And we resume action. Ajmani unable to get it over the net. Rollins will take the point. Rachel Fletcher serving for the Tars. And Fletcher unable to get it over the net. Tampa will take the point. Both teams a little rusty coming out of the timeout, Callie.
Absolutely, and part of it makes sense for Rollins. They want to serve very aggressive to try to keep Tampa from running their offense, but Tampa, there's really not any excuse. Rollins only hitting an 0-50 right now, and Tampa typically, statistically, a tough serving team, but missing 4 serves already in this set.
Tampa takes the point on the error, 20-12 Spartan lead. Nyla Demps preparing to serve for the Spartans. Demps' serve, handled by McDonough. Jump ball at the net, won by the Tars. Kara Tirado there for Rollins. She'll be replaced by Sam Schlesman. Kelly, how important has the limitation of errors been for the Spartans? They only have 2 compared to Rollins' 7 here in the first set.
Absolutely, especially when Tampa is as terminal as they are offensively. As their opponent, you can't typically make a ton of errors and expect to win. So Tampa usually, right now they're 3rd in the Sunshine State Conference in hitting percentage, so they're hitting a .218 as a team, which is pretty good. So if you come in here, you've got to have a consistent offense, but it's going to be tough to put away balls as well. So errors is usually a big determining factor. Definitely.
Spartans are 4 points away from closing out the first set of this intense matchup. Cassidy Kaysen serving for Rollins. Unable to keep it in play. Tampa gets the point. Ala Mishka re-enters for the Spartans. Taylor Fossler getting ready to serve for the Spartans. Tampa gets the point. 2 points away from winning this first set. And on to another Micah Robinson timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to the Martinez Athletic Center. Taylor Fossler gets ready to serve for Tampa as they hold a 23-14 lead in the first set over the Rollins Tars. Big moment here for Tampa. Close this one out. Here comes Rollins. Going to Shannon McDonough. Getting the point off the deflection. Nice play there by McDonough out of the timeout. McDonough to serve for Rollins. Spartans on the attack. Sorrel Houghton bringing the heat. We're at a match point, 24-15 Tampa.
Houghton taking advantage of a big Rollins blocking miscue there. You saw the setter, Kaysen. She's like, okay, we got to make sure that we're covering her next time. Madison Jenkins stayed inside instead of getting all the way out to the pin, and Houghton made him pay for it.
Tampa gets the point. That's the 25th. That'll conclude the first set. Spartans take it. Big win there for the Spartans. As we take a brief intermission as we get ready for the second set. Come back and join us in 60 seconds.
This is the University of Tampa.
back to the Martinez Athletic Center. Now, Kelly, as we prepare for the second set, what were your key takeaways for both sides of the action there?
One of the biggest things, if you just take a look at the box score, the big thing that's going to stand out to you is Tampa's hitting efficiency at .350 compared to Rollins hitting at an .080. But the other thing to kind of look at in volleyball is the side-out percentage. So that's the percentage when your team is receiving what you're able to do on that first contact. So in volleyball, we'd consider anything between 60 to 65% is a good side-out percentage. And statistically, if you can side out within that percentage, you're going to win a lot of sets, which will then equal to winning a lot of matches. And in that set, Tampa sided out at an 81%, which is remarkable. You're going to beat a lot of teams, almost any team, when you're siding out at that kind of level.
Definitely, yeah. Tampa will look to build on a very impressive first set, one that involved very few service errors, which were key for the Spartans. As we start off the first play of the second set, that was Shannon McDonough for Rollins, as the Tars take a 1-0 lead. Sam Schlesman to serve for Rollins. Here come the Spartans. Taylor Fossler delivers, ties it up. Big time spike for Fossler.
Fossler currently the most efficient attacker in the Sunshine State Conference, hitting a .400 right now on the season.
Fossler ready to serve for the Spartans. Tars get ready to set up with Shannon McDonough. Tampa gets the point. Impressive defense there. A combination of Fossler and Mueller.
We're also seeing a little inside head coaching battle going on here. So both teams made a couple adjustments to their lineup and also started in a different rotation. So we saw Tampa start in rotation 5. They had started in rotation 6. And we saw Rollins move to have McDonough in the front row instead of starting in the back row. So it'll be interesting to see if that changes anything in the score.
Both coaches trying to find the answers here in the second set. Spartans looking good, holding a 3-1 lead here. Rollins on the attack. There it is. Mary Bethany Vincent gets on the board for Rollins. Nice play there. Cascade serving for Sorrel Houghton, delivering the heat. Big time play for Tampa.
Houghton with the big swing, and also looking like Rollins was a little bit out of defense there, out of position. They almost had nobody covering that left side of the court, which made it for an easy kill for Houghton.
Terrific recognition by Houghton, realizing the gap in the defense. Here comes Nyla Demps. Beautiful play there. Tampa gets the point. Expands their lead to 5-2 here in the second set. Sammy Mueller to serve for the Spartans. Rollins gets the point. Here's Shannon McDonough for the Tars. Spartans setting up Ali Mishka. Good play, handled by Rebecca Wilson. Nyla Demps unable to keep it in play. Rollins gets the point.
Demps trying to look for hands out there on the Rollins block, but missed them and missed the court wide.
McDonough to serve again for the Tars. Mueller setting up Demps. Rollins D there. Good ball movement both sides. And Demps delivers for the Spartans. Molly McIlvaney re-enters. She'll serve. Here come the Tars. Nyla Demps. A little miscommunication there by Mishka and Dominguez. It'll lead to a Rollins point.
Let's go. I don't think so. You're going to go for a kill.
Rebecca Wilson serving for the Tars. Spartans setting up their attack. Nicole Dominguez met at the net. Tampa gets the point. Rachel Fletcher unable to keep it in play. Taylor Fossler re-enters for the Spartans. 7-5 Tampa lead. Caitlin Ajmani serving for the Spartans. Good hustle there for the Spartans, but Rollins will take the point. Now, Kelly, any noticeable differences you see in the second set compared to the first set so far?
Tampa's really still playing efficient volleyball, as we expected, and Rollins still just making a couple too many errors. That last tip there we saw was a great play and a great recognition to kind of put that ball back in the corner, but Rollins really has to clean up their offensive game and minimize their errors a little bit just to compete.
Rachel Fletcher ties it up 7-7. Both coaches heavily involved here, trying to direct both of their ball clubs. Here's Jamie Becker for the Tars. Tampa on the attack. Nicole Dominguez. Tars defense is there. Taylor Fossler. Big time play on the setup by Mueller. Terrific teamwork there. Great two-man game.
Yeah, nice quick attack. Fossler's got the size. It was a perfect situation for those two players, and Mueller and Fossler.
Tampa will look to build on that, holding an 8-7 lead. Ajmani there. Mueller to Fossler. Dominguez finding the room. Spartans 9-7. Great recognition by Dominguez there, Kelly. Just catching the Rollins D off guard, ultimately finding the payday. Yeah,
it doesn't always have to be a big, hard swing, especially if you're out of position or the set was a little bit too fast for you. Sometimes just a little tip over the block is going to score you points.
Rachel Fletcher met Dominguez at the net. Rollins will take the point. A back and forth match here in the second set. Both teams want it. It's going to come down to who can play the cleanest volleyball at the moment. And again, another service error. We keep reiterating on it, but this is going to be what determines this game. Yeah, that's Rollins with 6 service errors already. That's the kind of number that you wouldn't even really want to see for an entire match, and we're only midway through 2 sets, and we're already seeing those types of numbers from the Rollins team. Tampa will look to capitalize with Dominguez serving. Jump ball won by Sorrel Houghton. A one-on-one battle with Sam Schlesman. Great work by Sorrel Houghton. 11-8 Spartan lead. Dominguez. Shannon McDonough. Woo! Big time play. Keeping Rollins within striking distance. Here's Sam Schlesman serving for the Tars. Spartans getting ready to attack. Rollins gets the point. Mary Bethany Vincent on that one. 11-10 Tampa lead. Tampa setting up their attack. Houghton mistimed it. 11-11 here in the second set. A back and forth matchup here in the second set, Kelly. This is going to be a good finish.
Yeah, and we're really seeing Rollins kind of come alive offensively. They've been much more efficient, now pretty even with Tampa in terms of efficiency, and we see that reflected in the score.
A lot of communication from the Spartans, both from the bench and on the court. What you like to see from this young team. Mary Bethany Vincent gets the point on the deflection. And we're all knotted up at 12 here in the second set. Rollins getting ready to serve. Leslie Seda. Tampa keeping it alive. Jump ball at the net. Here come the Spartans. Ala Mishka finding the open room, delivering a big point that the Spartans desperately needed. Sammy Mueller looking to build for the Spartans here in the second set. Rollins on the attack. Tampa will take the point. 14-12. Tampa lead. Now 9 errors for Rollins compared to only 4 for Tampa. Playing a very clean volleyball game of the Spartans. Here comes Nyla Demps lining it up. Out of play. Point Rollins. Shannon McDonough to serve for the Tars. Out of play. Spartans take the point. Here comes Molly McElvaney, giving Sorrel Houghton a breather. This is a key stretch now, Kelly, for the Spartans. If they're able to take this set, they'll go into the break with a commanding 2-0 lead.
Absolutely, something interesting to note as that block there goes out of bounds. Rollins scores that point. Rollins, statistically one of the better blocking teams in this league, currently have no blocks. So it'll be interesting to see if their blocking game can kind of pick up and maybe propel them, in this second set. But right now, a team that's typically two blocks per set having none. So at this point in the match, statistics say that they would have about 3 blocks, which is what Tampa has.
It's been neck and neck here in the second set. Caitlin Ajmani serving for the Spartans. Spartans getting ready with the attack. Now the Demps. Big time play. Tampa takes a 17-14 lead. Terrific teamwork by the Spartans on that sequence.
Yeah, Tampa continuing to do a great job hitting high hands off of the Rollins block, not hitting low into their block. When you hit high off the hands, it kind of sprays the ball everywhere, and it's going to be tough to pick up defensively.
Rollins will take that point, cutting the Tampa lead to 17-15. Have a little explanation from the official here.
Tampa actually telling the officials that Taylor Fossler was in the net, so saying that their own team, hey, we were in the net too, but the officials didn't see it that way.
That's a big play there. Rollins is only down by 2. Here come the Tars. Ajmani there. Big time save for the Spartans. Terrific ball movement on both sides. And it'll lead to a Tampa point. Nicole Dominguez putting the team on her back. 18-15 Spartans. Pivotal sequence. Will be followed by Nyla Demps serve. One-on-one battle. Fossler using her height. Rollins is there. Dominguez. Prime-time defense by Rollins. Dominguez out of play. Rollins catches a break. They take the point. 18-16 Tampa lead. Rollins is hanging around now, so Tampa really needs to dial in and play clean volleyball here in the latter stages of the second set. Here comes Dominguez. Tampa setting up the attack. Here comes Rollins. Shannon McDonough. Met at the net by Mueller and Fossler. McDonough again. Nicole Dominguez bringing the heat. Going up against two Rollins defenders. She wins the battle.
That set was really entertaining. Yeah. That one big for Tampa to get up 2-0, but yeah, I'm going to go as well.
I chose Rollins because the Spanish Mediterranean architecture is just beautiful. The weather's great. We're in Central Florida. We're right on Lake Virginia, and I couldn't turn any of that down.
Rollins gave me that ability and that foundation that I needed to go into the world. And I think that I wouldn't have got that experience anywhere else.
University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome back to the Martinez Athletic Center as we prepare to start the third set. It must have been a very entertaining matchup with both of these teams winning the set. We're all knotted up one apiece. And Kelly, last set was one for the ages. That can't get much better than that. A 31-29 victory for Rollins. Both teams showed a lot of fight and a lot of competitiveness towards the end.
Yeah, Connor, we definitely thought going into this match that it would be a close one, and Tampa wanting to avenge their earlier season loss to Rollins, and we got that in the second set. We saw how close these two teams really are.
Absolutely. Both teams getting a lot of contributions from different players. We're almost ready to start the third set in what should be a promising matchup here. And we're ready to resume. Number 12, Cassidy Kaysen to serve for Rollins. And we're underway here in the third set.
And both teams continuing the trend. They have yet to start in the same place twice. So again, a little chess match going on between the two head coaches.
Right out of the gate, Sorrell Houghton. Wow. Powerful spike. Nothing the Rollins D could do about that one. Here's Molly McIlvaney serving with a 1-0 Tampa lead. Mueller setting up Ali Mishka, catching the Rollins D out of position. Point Tampa. A quick start for the Spartans here in the third set. 2-0. McIlvaney to serve. Shannon McDonough delivers. 2-1 Spartan lead. Kelly, what do you think Tampa's D needs to do to slow down Shannon McDonough, who's already got 12 kills here in the third set?
Yeah, I think blocking-wise, they know she's going to get set. So I think setting up a good block and nice high hands and having purposeful blocking hands, especially when she's hitting on the right side. They've got blockers of decent size over there. They just got to be prepared and ready and know that she's going to get the ball.
Here's Taylor Fossler as Caitlin Ajmani gets ready to serve for the Spartans. 3-1 Tampa lead. Here comes Rollins on the attack. Point for Rollins. Madison Jenkins on a third effort, as she was met at the net multiple times by Foster and Mueller, finally gets the point for Rollins. Rebecca Wilson to serve for the Tars. Taylor Foster, magnificent. She delivers 4-2, Spartan lead. Here's Nyla Demps getting ready to serve. Rollins on the attack. Nicole Dominguez bringing the heat. Got a little bit of extra energy on that one. Big time play for the Spartans there, Kelly.
Dominguez did a nice job staying behind the ball when she contacted, which is why she was able to put some power behind that and score that point for Tampa.
Spartans playing with a chip on their shoulder as we start the third set. Dominguez met by a combination. It was Sam Schlesman and Rachel Fletcher who met her at the net. Rollins prevails, 5-3, Spartan lead. Jamie Becker to serve for the Tars. Tampa looks to regroup. They go to Dominguez. McDonough there. Dominguez again. And Tampa gets the point. A one-on-one battle. Dominguez, she gets the edge.
Yeah, after being blocked, you see that players often do that. So the play prior to Dominguez got blocked. So now she's taking what the block is leaving her. So the Rollins block is leaving her the line. Obviously, that first attack, McDonough dug her, but the second time, she got her. So it'll be interesting to see if we see Dominguez continue to go down the line instead of challenging that block.
Dominguez just delivered a terrific serve. Jamie Becker unable to handle it. Tampa gets the point. Dominguez delivers a changeup handled by Rollins. Sammy Mueller takes charge. Outstanding. Sorrel Houghton threading the needle, putting it on the money for the point, Tampa. Spartans looking sharp here in the third set, 8-3 lead. Rollins will look to get back on track, while Tampa is controlling this set. Houghton didn't get that quite where she wanted. Rollins will take the point, 8-4. Rachel Fletcher preparing to serve. Here come the Spartans. McDonough, the counter. McDonough again. Not quite on target. Tampa gets the point. 9-4 Spartan lead.
Tampa block doing a great job there handling McDonough. That first ball, you saw Mueller, she waited just a second longer before she jumped. And they didn't necessarily get a stuff block, but they were able to get that ball back on the Rollins side. And then we saw McDonough having to swing again and making an error on that second play.
Sam Schlesman on the deflection. Big sequence here. We'll see if Tampa can pull away. Meanwhile, Rollins trying to do, Kelly, what they did in the second set, slowly chip away and get back in it towards the end. Schlesman to serve for the Tars. Mueller setting up Houghton. You betcha. Sammy Mueller has just been setting up her teammates, and they've delivered. Sorrel Houghton, 11 kills tonight for the Spartans. Career game for Houghton. Rollins will take the point as Madison Jenkins re-enters for the Tars. Here's Cassidy Kaysen serving for Rollins. Mueller, Houghton. Tampa gets the point. Spartans are on a roll here, Kelly. 11-6 lead here in the third set.
Yeah, and Houghton there just taking advantage, going just right over the block, and a little bit of a miscommunication with that ball coming off of the block, and Houghton getting that point.
The game is coming easy to the Spartans. Playing denied. Nicole Dominguez one-on-one battle with Shannon McDonough. Dominguez wins that one.
And that's the ball that we talked about earlier. Rollins in rotation one. They often go to McDonough even though she's on the right pin. And Nicole Dominguez having enough size to get up and put up a good block against Rollins' best attacker.
Here come the Tars. Shannon McDonough gets a little revenge on that one. Earns the point for Rollins. 12-7 Tampa lead as McDonough gets ready to serve. It's been an entertaining match so far. And Kelly, we get the vibe. It's just getting going. Both of these teams showing a lot of competitiveness.
Absolutely.
McIlvaney. Sorry, Kelly. Great hustle by McIlvaney.
With this match tied at 1-1, it can be really anyone's ball game at this point.
Bodies flying everywhere. Both teams want it so much. A long sequence here on this one. Both teams showing terrific defense. Here come the Tars. They execute. It's Madison Jenkins on the deflection. 12-8 Spartan lead.
That's a play that's definitely exciting for the fans, but frustrating for coaches, as there was a lot of free ball opportunities in that nice long rally, and neither team able to execute until that final kill there by Fletcher.
McDonough on the serve. Ali Mishka catching the Rollins defense sleeping. She brings the hammer. Woo! Big time play as Foster gives her a breather. Caitlin Ajmani is serving for Tampa. Here's Mueller setting up Dominguez. Tampa prevails. Pretty teamwork that time by the Spartans, and they get the point.
Those off-speed shots really working as of late for the Spartans.
Ajmani's serve, handled by the Tars. Mary Bethany Vincent. Big time point there for the Rollins. Narrowing the Tampa lead to 14-9. Here's Rebecca Wilson on the serve. Mueller to Fossler. Again. That play has worked over and over again, catching the Rollins defense off guard. Mueller with the assist to Fossler. Tampa ggts the point. Kelly, how important has a player like Sammy Mueller been, setting her teammates up again and again, now at 33 assists really putting on a display.
Yeah, she's been doing a nice job really distributing the offense, too. You know, setters can sometimes become a little predetermined in what they like to do, especially depending on the rotation and the situation. But Mueller's done a great job really distributing the ball. We really see, you know, obviously Houghton and Dominguez typically are going to have more swings than the other players. When your team is out of system and they've got to go to them, typically your outsides are going to have more swings. But really starting to get Fossler and Mishka involved a little bit more, and you can really see the efficiency of the Tampa offense now hitting a 381 in this set.
Tampa has really come out of this intermission with a ton of energy, a ton of trust in one another. As they're, like we've said, there have been a lot of long sequences where neither team has been able to pull away, but Tampa has remained resilient. They've stayed with the game plan, and they hold the 7-point lead here in the third set. A crucial point here as Tampa holds a 16-9 lead. Spartans will look to pull away while the Tars try to narrow this deficit. Nyla Demps getting ready to serve for Tampa. Kelly, as we mentioned before, interesting setup for the Tars with McDonough in the back. Here's Demps. Nicole Dominguez. What a play for the Spartans. 17-9 Tampa lead. They're looking good here midway through the third set. Demps' serve on way. Dominguez met at the net. She wins the one-on-one battle. Spartans have a controlling 18-9 lead here in the third set.
Dominguez really continuing to challenge that Rollins block, who notoriously is a pretty strong blocking team, but she continues to go after their forearms, which is resulting in points for Tampa.
Tampa gets another point there. Spartans looking really good here in the third set. Everything is working for the Spartans right now. Demps' serve is en route, and it's out of play. Rollins gets on the board with that one. 19-10 Spartan lead. Jamie Becker re-entering for the Tars. Becker to serve. Mueller setting up Fossler. Good defense by the Tars. Dominguez gets the point. Nicole Dominguez from Sammy Mueller. Kelly, we can't say it enough. Dominguez and Houghton, both 11 kills on setups by Mueller. Spartans are rolling.
Yeah, not only 11 kills apiece for the pair, but both hitting at a very high efficiency. Houghton hitting at a 250 and Dominguez hitting a 241. For that position, really anything above a 220 is a great game.
Dominguez to serve. As the Spartans look to control this third set. Fossler delivers. That's her 8th kill in 12 attempts. Taylor Fossler bringing her A-game tonight. 22-10 Spartans. This has been one of the better sets of the season for the Spartans here, Kelly. Just playing as they want on both sides of the ball. Tars get the point, 22-11. They're not going down without a fight. Spartans will need to regroup, stay focused, as they look to get 3 more points. Rollins on the point, 22-12. Leslie Seda to serve for the Tars. Brief delay as the Spartans get ready to set up their attack following the Seda serve.
It's never a bad idea to just take your time, wipe up the court, slow the game down a little bit, and see if your team can side out here.
Ajmani unable to handle Rollins' point. Now, Kelly, it seems like this Rollins team is getting an extra boost as we move along in these sets, playing good ball. No match, though, for Taylor Fossler.
Yeah, Connor, it's one of those things, even though Tampa obviously has a great lead here in this set and 10 points, and it would be very difficult for Rollins to come back and win this set, you still don't want them to have the chance to go on scoring runs, even though they might not win this set. Rollins can still gain a ton of momentum from allowing them to go on scoring runs here.
Denied. Ali Mishka, Taylor Fossler meet McDonough at the net. Tampa wins. We're at a match point. 24-13. Fossler to serve. What a response by the Spartans. Spartans on the attack. Mueller setting up Houghton. Rollins going to McDonough. It works again. 24-14, Spartan lead. Spartans need to get one more point here to take a 2-1 set lead. It's Houghton. She delivers. Tampa wins the set. Big response by the Spartans as they take a 2-1 set lead. Hey, what did you see there by the Spartans that was different?
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
The game definitely comes easier when there's a lot of team flow and hard work on both sides of the ball. Spartans looked really sharp in the third set. Both teams are getting a quick breather as we prepare to start the fourth set. Sammy again and again, 39 assists through 3 sets. Really setting up her teammates well. And the Spartans have answered with Fossler at 9 kills, Houghton Dominguez at 12, and then getting Dems and Mishka at 5 and 4. Real even contributions across the board by these Spartan attackers.
And every match is going to be important for both teams, but especially important for the University of Tampa. If our listeners have been following, the first regional rankings came out this past Wednesday on November 1st, and Tampa was not included among that group of 10. So a team has to be in the top 8 to make the regional. number 1 seed Palm Beach Atlantic in the conference right now. But as they go through, they've got 6 more matches left in this season. If they can finish out 4 of 6, 5 of 6, winning those, of course 6 of 6 would be great. They should be slated to make that NCAA tournament.
That's a great point, Kelly. A young team in Tampa is just looking to make the tournament at this point. They had a ton of real challenging games early in the season in which they fought at a great margin. I mean, they looked great against Concordia St. Paul, who was at the time the number 1 team in the country. Took them down to the wire. And tonight, Spartans looked really sharp, had a great come down in the second set. Ultimately could not prevail, but real efficient play on all sides of the ball for the Spartans. We're almost ready to start the 4th set here. Tampa will look to close out this match if they can win this set, while Rollins will try to force a 5th set in what's been a very entertaining volleyball game on this Friday night at the Martinez Athletic Center. It'll be interesting, Kelly. Tampa's gotten off strong out of the gate in the first 3 sets. We'll see if they can continue their strong play early. Whereas we'll see if maybe Rollins is more in the game flow at this point now that they've kind of settled in. We shall see as Sammy Mueller will serve for the Spartans. And the 4th set underway with an early point for Rollins. 1-0 Tar lead. Cassidy Kaysen to serve for Rollins. Mueller setting up Demps. Dominguez. Next level hustle. She gets rewarded with the point, Kelly. How about that hustle by Dominguez on that one?
Yeah, and that's just going to be a big momentum play. Obviously, Dominguez, the dig itself wasn't good enough to run her own team's offense, but anytime you can make a hustle play like that and get rewarded with a point, you're going to build some momentum for your team.
Denied. Ali Mishka, Nyla Demps. Terrific defense that got the bench on their feet. Outstanding. Molly McIlvaney serving. Shannon McDonough for Rollins, tying it up 2-2. She's up to serve.
A great swing there by McDonough, but not great execution on the Tampa side. You know in that situation, McDonough's going to get the ball in rotation 1 on the right side, and Mishka just didn't go with it. And I know that's coming from the coaching sidelines. They're telling her, you got to go, and now it's up to the players to execute.
Tampa holds a 3-2 lead here in the 4th set. Caitlin Ajmani serving for the Spartans. Mueller setting up Fossler. Rollins there on that one. Rollins ties it up 3-3. Sam Schlesman re-enters as Rebecca Wilson to serve for the Tars. Mueller setting up Fossler. You betcha. Marvelous play by the Spartans. That 1-2 punch has worked all night. That is Sammy Mueller's 40th assist tonight. Point Rollins, Madison Jenkins with the delivery. Back in 4th action in this 4th set. Both teams want it so bad. Jamie Becker. Delivers for Rollins. Mueller. Demps on 1 foot. Mueller setting up Dominguez. Wisely avoiding that is Rollins. They'll take the point. 5-4 Tar lead.
Again, another unforced error for Tampa. That's a ball, if you're going to tip it over and try to score a point, that's typically a great decision, but that's also a ball you cannot make an error on.
Spartans will look to rebound as Mueller sets up Dominguez. She brings the heat. Nicole Dominguez again. She's been ruthless for this Spartans attack. Her 13th kill. She leads the team tonight, followed closely by Houghton and Fossler, who are all in double digits. We're all knotted up 5 apiece. Leslie Seda unable to convert. Tampa will take it. 6-5 Spartan lead. Dominguez is served, didn't get there. 6-6 here in the 4th set. Leslie Seda serving. Mueller setting up Houghton. Jump ball. It's won by Rollins. A combination of Cassidy Kaysen and Sam Schlesman on that one. Seda, the freshman, to serve for Rollins. Mueller setting up Dominguez. Unable to convert. 8-6 Rollins lead. Kelly, it's really been back and forth here, as it has been the whole game.
Yeah, and when we saw that back and forth play in the second set, obviously that was really tough and down to the wire, but Rollins came away with it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here as we get into the latter part of this 4th set.
Jump ball. Tampa regains possession. Sam Schlesman that time, not messing around. A big-time play for her team. 9-6 Tars. Kelly, this has been entertaining volleyball at its finest. Taylor Fossler delivering a catastrophic punch, and wow, we have a player down, Kelly. Something you never want to see. There was a collision between both players.
Trainer on the floor with her now. It almost looks as if she's grabbing her collarbone, Connor, I wonder if she'll be able to stay in the match, or they're going to have to take her off the floor.
Right. Gruesome play there. 2 players collide going at full speed. Hopefully this is not a severe injury. The player is Mary Bethany Vincent, having a very fine game, 6 out of 10 in kill attempts. It's been a vital part of this Rollins unit. On her feet. As we get ready to resume action, we'll see how this Rollins team responds, bearing the potential loss of a key player. always interesting after an injury, Kelly, to see how a team responds. Usually a team can either kind of collapse or really be rejuvenated by an injury.
Yep, there's usually not average play after something like that. It usually goes one of two ways. So, yeah, we'll see how Rollins responds after that.
Fossler on the serve. McDonough delivers the heat. As we mentioned, Rollins taking action to that injury. Wow. 10-7 Rollins lead. Spartans need a play. Sam Schlesman's serve. Mueller setting up Houghton. Bang, bang. What a play. Sorrel Houghton just adding on to her monumental night. That's her 13th kill, tying her teammate Nicole Dominguez. Both of these players have been so crucial, Kelly, to this Spartans team. Ajmani keeping it alive. Here comes Rollins going to McDonough. It's worked again and again. Her 17th kill, Shannon McDonough. Wow.
And not only that, hitting at an incredibly high percentage, hitting a 323 currently as an outside attacker is a phenomenal attacking percentage. You'd love to see that out of your middle, let alone your outside.
Shannon McDonough, the senior, expanding on her great career for this Rollins team. Tampa looking to answer. Ajmani setting up the attack. Houghton with the curveball, unable to keep it in play. Rollins takes the 12-8 lead.
Houghton using a little bit of a beach move there, just using her knuckles, but again is so unpredictable sometimes and sends that ball out of bounds.
Kelly, as we see Leslie Seda heading to the locker room, not a good sign for Rollins. We'll keep you updated on the injury. Nyla Demps. Big time play for the Spartans. Cutting the Rollins lead to 12-9. Molly McIlvaney serving for the Spartans. Mueller setting a Mishka. Rollins is there. Big time play for the Tars. Madison Jenkins re-entering for the Tars. We have Rebecca Wilson. Mueller setting up Dominguez. Great hustle by McIlvaney. Point Rollins. Timeout Tampa. 14-9. It's been back and forth. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to the Martinez Athletic Center. We're here in the fourth set where Tampa leads 2-1 as Rollins currently holds a 14-9 lead. And what should be a great finish, Kelly. Alexis Paxton serving for the Tars. A new face After the Leslie Slita injury, we might see a lot more of Paxton Kelly. 14-10 Rollins lead as Shannon McDonough re-enters for Rollins. Mueller setting up Dominguez. Fossler delivers the fastball handled by Rollins. Wow, another big-time play. Madison Jenkins propelling this Rollins team to a 15-10 lead.
And Jenkins really coming alive as of late. That's her 11th kill in this match so far.
Rebecca Wilson's serve out of play. Tampa gets a much-needed point there. 15-11 Tar lead. Dempsey's serve en route. Tar's on the attack. Madison Jenkins finding the gap. Tampa unable to keep it in play. 16-11 Rollins. Jamie Becker re-entering. (16-11) Rollins here in the fourth set. Mueller setting up Dominguez. Rollins, Sam Schlesman with the delivery, 17-11 Tar lead. Now, Kelly, after a great third set, the Spartans seem a little bit flat here in the fourth set.
Yeah, it's surprising to see, and really their offense, Taylor Fossler picking it up there, but their offense really struggling. That's only their 6th kill in this set and 4 errors, only hitting an 0.45 for this Tampa offense. That's unusual for them.
Spartans still alive here in the set. We'll look to chip away as Dominguez prepares her serve. 18-12 Tars. And what's been a prime-time affair in volleyball, we're in for a shootout finish. Spartans answer is Taylor Fossler. Gets ready to serve for her Spartans. Here come the Tars. Wow. Cassidy Kaysen, a no-look. That catches the Spartans off guard.
Yep, just executing the setter dump there. The blockers and the back row defenders, there's nowhere else they should be looking besides the setter when she has the ball. But just like you said, catches Tampa's defense off guard.
Alexandra Mishka. Oh my goodness. Spectacular. Alexandra Mishka has looked exceptional at times, catching this Rollins defense out of position and delivering for her team. Point Tampa as McDonough delivered a big-time spike. Out of play, though. Sammy Mueller with her team down 19-15. She's going to serve. Mishka setting up Houghton. Here come the Tars. Shannon McDonough, her 18th kill. 20-15 Rollins will lead to a Chris Kadenak timeout. As as we mentioned, Kelly, the injury to Leslie Seta, the Tars have really responded by showing extra life and outworking the Spartans during the sequence. Big point here for the Spartans to stay in this set coming out of this timeout. We'll look to resume the fourth set, 20-15 Tars. It'll be Cassidy Kaysen to serve. Spartans in need of a rally. They want to prevent a fifth set. Mueller setting up Houghton. You betcha, out of the timeout, much needed for the Spartans. McElvaney will replace Houghton.
Big momentum play there for the Spartans, just as you said, Connor. Houghton with that cross-court kill, finding an open spot on the Rollins side.
Here come the Tars with McDonough. Ajmani, fabulous hustle. Point Tampa, McDonough's spike out of play. 20-17 in what's been a nail-biting contest. McElvaney's been the hot hand serving. Mueller setting up Dominguez. Jump ball, won by Rollins. Mary Bethany Vincent. Spectacular defense. Spartans will look to regroup. 21-17. Alexis Paxton re-entering the serve. And her serve out of play. She'll be quickly replaced by Shannon McDonough. Taylor Fossler re-enters for the Spartans for Molly McElvaney. Here come the Tars. Madison Jenkins unable to keep it in play. Tampa chipping away. 21-19 Rollins. Timeout Robinson will stay right here. What a matchup. Each team going on lengthy runs, Kelly. It's going to be a spectacular finish.
Both teams pretty even offensively right now, so it'll be interesting out of a timeout. And again, a really close set, only a 2-point edge for Rollins, to see what both offenses are able to do down this stretch.
As mentioned before, with the Sunshine State Conference coming to a wind, the playoffs are starting, and Tampa is on the verge. They're very close. They can just taste it. A couple wins here, and they can really make a push. And they're a team that teams don't want to see in the playoffs. They've had a very hard out-of-conference schedule, a resilient team that's really fought against some of the best teams in the country down to the finish. Rollins is 4 points away from forcing a fifth set, and yet Tampa is just a few big plays away from closing this one out.
So you have no timeouts in the
Here's Caitlin Ajmani to serve. Here come the Tars. Denied! Taylor Fossler wins the one-on-one matchup with Mary Bethany Vincent, that's primetime volleyball. Here come the Spartans.
Really feeling the momentum shift now, kind of heading towards the Spartan side after that play.
Rollins setting up their attack. Violation, we're all tied up, 21-21. Tampa has come out with new life out of this timeout as they look to close out this matchup. Rollins gets the point, 22-21 in favor of the Tars. Rebecca Wilson to serve. Mueller setting up Fossler. Tampa gets the point. Once again, this 1-2 punch has been extraordinary for the Spartans. They're putting on a show. Nyla Demps to serve in this nail biter. Rollins looking to answer. Point Tampa, 23-22. This crowd is getting into it in this late night thriller. Timeout, Rollins. Kelly, this set is looking a lot like the second one, in which we saw a 31-29 outcome. I mean, this one has been back and forth, and it has not disappointed in the slightest.
I don't think either team here wants to go extra innings, but if you're Rollins and it comes to that, I guess they'd be in for it. But Tampa now on an 8-2 scoring run here in the latter part of the fourth set. Rollins up at one point, 20-15, and Tampa now with the 1-point lead.
This will be a nail biter. These two teams so similar in approaches and talent, and it's not disappointed. These fans have gotten a special treat on this Friday night. November volleyball, folks, can't beat it. 23-22 Tampa in the fourth set as they hold a 2-1 set lead. Spartans could be 2 points away from the promised land, although it's going to be tough against this resilient Rollins volleyball team. Both teams are out of the timeout. It's Nyla Demps. These are very meaningful points coming up, folks. In a nitty-gritty game, here we go. Demps is unable to keep it in play. We're all knotted up, 23 apiece. And re-entering is Jamie Becker. Which team can hold the other in what will be a dramatic finish? Mueller setting up Fossler. Rollins' defense there. Here comes Mueller to Fossler. Rollins staying there on defense. Dominguez, big time play for the Spartans. They're a point away, 24-23.
The Spartan offense really grinding it out there with 3 transition opportunities, finally getting the kill from Nicole Dominguez off of that Rollins block.
And now the Spartans are a point away from concluding this matchup. Here comes Rollins. Sam Schlesman keeping the Tars alive. All knotted up at 24. What a matchup it has been tonight. Rachel Fletcher to serve. Mueller setting up Houghton. Tampa prevails. next level volleyball by the Spartans as Fossler gets ready to serve. Melissa Elias entering to serve here at Kelly. A big moment for the freshman. Elias delivers a good serve. Shannon McDonough delivers the hammer. It's 25-25. Now Kelly, Melissa Elias, she's been on the bench most of the game. How, as a player, does it feel to come up in this moment for your team?
Yeah, Chris Katnack is all about the teaching moments, and this freshman has not played a single point in this entire match and puts her in on a possible match point. Now Tampa down by 1. It's definitely a big moment for the freshman. A ton of pressure, but again, a good teaching moment for what will be her next 3 years and her time at Tampa.
Definitely. Rollins is now a point away from forcing a 5th set, and they will. It's been back and forth all game, and this one wouldn't have any other outcome than to go 5 sets, and what will be a thrilling finish, folks. Please join us in 60 seconds as we prepare for the final set. The coin flip is underway.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome back to the Martinez Athletic Center. We are preparing for a thrilling finish on this Friday night in Tampa, Florida. It is 2 sets all between the Rollins Tars and the Tampa Spartans. Kelly, what do you see? I mean, this game has been so competitive on both sides. I mean, it's going to be a dramatic finish one way or the other.
It should be, Connor, but if anything about the last 4 sets tells us is the Tampa Spartans do not want this thing to be close. If it's close, it tends to go Rollins' directions, but sets 1 and 3, Tampa came out, had a commanding lead, and won both those sets with ease. But on those 2 tight sets, Rollins seems to find a way to finish it out.
Absolutely. This will be a thrilling finish, folks, as Rachel Fletcher will look to serve and start off this monumental 5th set, one that will be of the most importance for your Tampa Spartans. They'll look to prevail, and we are ready for volleyball. We're underway. Let's get this fifth set going. We are underway. Mueller setting up Demps. Nyla Demps off the deflection. Big time play. Molly McIlvaney will replace Sorrel Houghton. McIlvaney gets it underway. Mueller setting up Demps again. Denied. Shannon McDonough knotting us all up at one apiece. Sam Schlesman to serve. Schlesman serve. Handled by Ashmani. Rollins keeping it alive. Mueller. Alexandra Mishka from Mueller.
Tampa doing a great job executing on that free ball play, which is what you want to see, especially here in this fifth set.
2-1 Spartans. The tension is real. Ashmani serves. Here comes Shannon McDonough, her 20th kill of the night. She is on fire. 2-2. Wow.
Reach out. Reach in.
We have a minor delay. Both teams eager to get this play going, Kelly. This has been an entertaining volleyball game, to say the least.
And this is a tough break for both teams, but we're just making sure the scorebook is right and they have the players in the correct rotation.
Both teams huddling together, taking advantage of this brief delay. But ultimately, it's of the utmost importance to get this right in what's been a critical game for both teams. And we're ready to resume. Cassidy Kaysen to serve. Mueller. Fossler. What a play. Sammy Mueller, her 52nd assist. And Taylor Fossler has been on the money tonight.
And that's a new career high for Sammy Mueller with 52 assists on this match.
Here comes Shannon McDonough. Wow, Shannon McDonough, the senior, is really bringing it tonight in the Bob Martinez Athletic Center. This is a historical display.
And the great thing about McDonough is everybody in the gym knows she's getting the ball. The Tampa players know in that situation that she's going to get set, and she still finds a way to score. Now with 21 kills on the night and hitting at a .325 efficiency, which is just awesome for that position. And when you consider that Tampa knows she's going to get set.
Tampa knows it's coming, and they're still having trouble stopping her. She is a machine for the Tars. She's relentless. Big time play. Madison Jenkins executing for Rollins. 4-4.
And when McDonough rotates to the back row, Madison Jenkins rotates to the front row, which has been a breath of fresh air for Rollins tonight. 12 kills, hitting a .258. So they've been a pretty good 1-2 combination for this Rollins team.
Mueller setting up Fossler. Rebecca Wilson was there. Fossler again. Great ball movement both sides. Mueller setting it up. Sorrel Houghton. Bang, bang, getting it in between Madison Jenkins and the net. Exceptional play by Sorrel Houghton. Melissa Elias, Kelly again, the freshman, seeing some big run here in a crucial stretch for the Spartans. Rollins setting up their attack. Mueller. McDonough. Mueller keeping it alive. Dominguez setting up Houghton. Point Rollins. We are all tied up 5 apiece. And here comes Ajmani and Fossler. Jamie Becker also re-entering. What a matchup it's been tonight. Thanks again for joining us, folks. This has been primetime volleyball, as neither team has been able to pull away. Rollins on the attack. Mueller. Tampa gets pointed an unconventional play there by Rachel Fletcher.
Fletcher looked like she got tripped up and was on the ground. The setter did not realize that, Cassidy Kaysen, and there was not a lot Fletcher could do with that ball in that situation.
Tampa will certainly take it. A big point for the Spartans as Sandy Mueller is serves en route for the Spartans. Here comes Rollins. Point Tampa. Ajmani. Great recognition. 7-5 Spartans. Here come the Tars. Rollins gets the point. Rachel Fletcher delivers a bullet. And Rollins narrows the Tampa lead to 7-6. Fletcher's serve. Mueller. Houghton denied. Shannon McDonough. She ties it up 7-7. This game has been neck and neck. Expecting it to come down to the wire as it should. This is Sunshine State volleyball, folks. Here come the Tars with McDonough. Again, Tampa knows it's coming, and Shannon McDonough is putting on a show. Timeout by Chris Kadenak as the Spartans trail 8-7. Kelly, what do you do here if you're Chris Kadenak and you're in the timeout? What do you tell your players at this pivotal point in this game?
Tampa really just needs to settle down. Right now they're not getting the offensive output that they need from players like Sorrel Houghton and Nicole Dominguez. Really just, knowing what they can do and staying focused. So we've seen, this Tampa team, when they've been kind of point for point, they're certainly not playing at their best. They're kind of allowing Rollins to build that momentum and stay in this game. But if Tampa here out of the timeout can just focus on that first contact, get a good pass. They've had a lot of success going to their middles tonight. Fossler hitting a 500 and Mishka hitting a 400. They can easily get out of this rotation and tie this thing up.
Absolutely. And on the defensive side, easier to say, but how good has Shannon McDonough been for this Rollins unit, who we mentioned is missing Bree Severo, who is their top kill leader coming into this match.
We knew McDonough was going to get a ton of swings. She's got 43 attempts right now for her to 22 kills. She's got more than 10 kills than her next teammate. So we knew she was going to get the ball a ton. She was going to have a ton of swings, but for her to be able to come out and have that much success knowing that she's going to take those swings has been really impressive.
Tampa knows that Rollins is going to try to go to McDonough. We'll see how they respond coming out of the timeout. Rachel Fletcher to serve for the Tars. Mueller setting up Mishka. Here comes McDonough. And again, it's Shannon McDonough. She's been the story of the night for Rollins. She executes again.
And on that serve receive ball, a little tight there for Mishka on that three. She's unable to kind of get behind that ball and put that ball down. And then we saw Rollins in transition going to McDonough, which we expect. And getting on a little scoring run here, a 4-point scoring run for Rollins.
Here come the Spartans, looking for some life here in the fifth set. Big time meeting at the net there. Ball kept alive. Mueller setting up Mishka. You bet. Tampa needed that. Alexandra Mishka. Molly McElvaney to serve as the Spartans trail 9-8. Shannon McDonough, not that time. Dominguez lines it up. Big time play. Exceptional. Nicole Dominguez, next level. 9-9. Here comes McDonough. Denied! Alexandra Mishka and Nyla Demps bringing the heat. The double team works. Timeout. Rollins. What a sequence there, Kelly, by Tampa. They needed some life. They got it. Both of these teams are starting to wear down as it's been a long night of elite volleyball. Both of these teams playing exceptional, but only one will prevail. As it's been all night, we expect a nail-biting finish that will come down to the last few plays. As we come out of the timeout, it will come down to which team plays the cleanest volleyball during this key stretch. Molly McElvaney to serve for the Spartans. Here come the Tars. Rebecca Wilson lining up for Shannon McDonough. Mueller to Dominguez. Dominguez delivers. 11-9 Tampa. What a play. Molly McElvaney can't get it over the net. Another service error, Kelly. Sam Schlesman serving. Mueller. Mishka. Terrific hustle by Madison Jenkins. And Rollins evens it up at 11 apiece. Schlesman getting ready. Here come the Spartans. Mueller. Mishka. McDonough. The senior finds the promised land, leading to a Chris Katneck timeout. Her 23rd kill on what's been an improbable night for McDonough. Spartans need to answer. Kelly, we'll keep saying it again and again, but Spartans, resilient ball club, young team. It's been another gut-wrenching performance by them, and it's going to come down to a real entertaining finale.
It is. It's been point for point this entire fifth set, and we haven't seen either of the last two sets that have been like that to go Tampa's direction, but we'll see here in this fifth set if Tampa can find a way to gut this one out.
Important stat, as you mentioned before, the two sets that were close favored Rollins as Tampa won handily in the first and third set. This fifth set's going to be a different story. It's going to come down to the last couple plays. It's been a night of exceptional volleyball. Which team has enough gas left in the tank to pull out a victory? We shall see. Mueller saying a Mishka. Point Tampa. We're all knotted up at 12. An imperative point there, Kelly, for the Spartans. Here comes Ajmani. Point Rollins.
And another service error for either team. Even the team that wins, they're going to be talking about cleaning up their serving game. Rollins with 18 service errors in this match, Tampa with 15. Those are numbers you never, ever want to see on a box score.
Violation. Point Tampa. We're all tied up at 13. It's a great point, Kelly. Both teams have had sloppy moments, but at the end of the day, a victory is all that matters. Here comes Nala Demps. Cassidy Kaysen setting up Shannon McDonough, the hammer, and an emphatic scream as she propels the Tars to a 14-13 lead.
McDonough does now rotate to the back row, which could be a big key for Tampa here down the stretch.
This crowd has been in it throughout. Nobody has left the gym. Spartans keeping it alive. Dominguez. Here come the Tars. Intense volleyball action. Fossler gets the point. Tremendous execution. Mueller to Fossler. And a tie game now. What a volleyball game we have on deck for you fellas. It's been exceptional on both sides. Now Nicole Dominguez. Here come the Tars. Madison Jenkins. She was quiet, but woke up for that play at a big point for the Tars. There is a lot of life in this gym right now. Tensions flying. Houghton! An emphatic spike. We're all tied up at 15. Next level play by Sora Houghton, Kelly. Wow. This has been a treat to watch as Houghton serves. Here come the Tars. Reynolds saving it. Mueller setting up Huffman again. It worked once. Why not go back to it? An immediate timeout by Rollins. 16-15 Spartans. The 61st assist for Sammy Mueller on what's been a career performance.
Mueller also with a double-double with 11 digs, which you also like to see out of a setter. It's not necessarily all about the offense. You've got to make sure you stay and play defense too.
Now, Kelly, all wins are great, but if Tampa is able to edge this one out, this will feel like a complete win given the circumstances and the tremendous effort going 5 lengthy sets have these Spartans been. It'll be a nail-biting finish.
And Tampa definitely needs this one. Again, in terms of postseason, this is not a loss that they want to have on their record. Rollins being a team that's ranked lower than they are. And, of course, a win is a win, but I know this coaching staff, and there'll be a lot of things that they're going to be looking to improve after this match. Even if they do secure the win in the locker room, there's going to be a lot of things that they talk about how they can improve after this one.
Definitely. Just to give the viewers a heads up, tomorrow join us at 7 as your Spartans host Palm Beach Atlantic, and will be a primetime matchup. Mueller setting up Houghton. Mueller keeping it alive. Houghton lining it up. Executing the Spartans. They've got life. What a game. 17-15, dramatic fashion. Sorrel Houghton from Sammy Mueller. What a win. I'm Connor Moore, alongside Kelly Sansley, signing off. Join us tomorrow, 7 o'clock, as your Spartans host Palm Beach Atlantic. It will be a tremendous matchup. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.
They needed that one. They needed that. Woo. Victory's a victory, no matter how you get it. Should be a good one tomorrow. Palm Beach, yeah. We got a little momentum now. Right. Filled off the first and the third set, and they couldn't go for it.